What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, I have both vehicles behind me actually. I'll give a little update on this, and I'll give an update on the Impreza as well. Because yeah, things have been going on, and let's get you all up to date. So we have the truck, which a lot of you guys have been asking about. It's just, we've been busy on the ranch, and we've been kind of waiting for money to make progress. We've done a little bit, which I've filmed another video that should be coming out soon. We still need to do the work to the front end, which we are working on. So there will be a video coming for this soon. So thank you guys for your patience. And yes, we are still working on it. So yeah, video coming soon. If we have put out the video, this will not be in this video. If we haven't put in the video, it will be. So yeah, that's the update on the truck. Now to the Impreza. A little bit's happened since the last video. I did make it to a car show. Unfortunately, I couldn't drive it there because 2 nights before the show, I did blow a head gasket, which I kind of was waiting to happen just because it's a motor with 200,000 miles on it that you're throwing boost at. So, of course, the head gaskets aren't gonna hold up. So, that means this is officially back under the knife. But on a good note, I did win a prize at the car show, so that's exciting. I went to the Bay Area Subaru meet in San Jose, and yeah, won the best Impreza coupe. I was very excited to win just because of how much work I've put into this car in the last 4 years. It wasn't the cleanest car there, but it was the only H6 swap and the turbo. The car got a lot of attention, which I am very thankful for everyone who stopped by and talked to me. It was awesome hearing from you guys and seeing your reactions to the car. It's time to get back to work on it. Since the head gaskets are blown, I am going to save up a little money before I swap my other motor in, and I would hopefully like to do forged rods and pistons and then the upgraded head gaskets and head studs. I would like to at least do that before I swap the other motor in, because I just don't want to take the car apart for a long time after I put it back together. And then if we did that, we could throw another 100 horsepower at it easily. So that's my plan. But before I do that, since I'm kind of saving up for the forged pistons and rods, I'm going to redo the wiring to the engine. So the entire harness I'm pulling out, and I have another harness I bought from DIY Auto-Tune that I'm going to be building and putting in, and I would like to show you guys the process, especially for the H6 guys that are out there that want to do the standalone and are kind of worried about the wiring. I was in the same boat as you guys, and I just went for it. and I want to show you guys that you guys can do it too. You just have to research and just kind of go for it, one wire at a time. So I'm going to start by pulling the intake manifold off this, and then I can get to the wiring loom easier. So let's get going with that. Alright, we got the manifold off. You can see down here we have a little bit of coolant and we got a little bit of oil. That's all things you don't want. So I completely cleaned this block before I put it in, and it's only been in for probably 1,000 miles. So I think it's a pretty good bet that this engine was never real healthy, which I actually already knew because when I pulled the pan before I put it in, I found metal shavings in the bottom of it. So I already knew this engine was going to go out either bearings or head gasket. So this does not surprise me at all. That's why I bought a spare motor. The reason I want to clean up my wiring is because it's just kind of a mess. I have learned a lot since when I put it in, and I want to declutter this engine bay as much as possible. Right now it comes through the firewall back there, back where the AC lines used to go through, and then it comes up around over there, then splits off to different banks. And I would like to get rid of all this, keep it away from the turbo as much as possible, and hopefully put it through this grommet hole, and then I can just go down under the manifold and you wouldn't see any wiring. So that is what my goal is with the wiring. So I'm going to start labeling everything like I did here, and then start pulling it out. Well, that took a little longer than I thought, but she is out. And looking at it, you can see why wiring can be intimidating for people. I know it was for me when I first started, but if you break it down as an individual wire, then it's a lot easier to understand. And what's nice about the Mega Squirt harness that they send you, they are all color coded. And so they're color coded and they are labeled what they go to. So you just do one wire at a time. You know, okay, here's your air intake temperature wire. Pull this back. You have your orange wire which is the signal wire, and then you have your ground, your sensor ground. And all of your sensor grounds go to this white and black wire. So you're okay. Wire that up, you're done. Move on to the next wire, next sensor. Hook up the wires, done, move on. And so if you just think of it as an individual sensor, what wires go to this, then you just slowly break it out, and then you just wrap it all up. And you don't see all this. This is just everything inside. So this is pretty much how it sits in the car. Goes through the firewall there, hooks up to the ECU. Then you have right hand bank, left hand bank, relays over there. So it is pretty simple once you break it down, but it can be confusing looking at it as a whole unit. Some of the things I want to change, I was incorporating a lot of the old harness into the Mega Squirt harness. Like here, I was running a lot of the power wires from the stock vehicle relays, which isn't a bad way to do it, but I just don't like how cluttered it is here. So if I do go this route, I will merge them behind the firewall. Either that, or I'm gonna run my own relays completely. And then I can get rid of all of this extra wiring from the stock harness. And then another thing I want to change is here. This is where my ECU is in the glove box, which I like it there because it's easy access, but I don't like that with it routed like this, I can't plug my laptop into the ECU and close the glove box door, because the wires are coming out. So I'm going to turn this sideways in here so that I can still plug into it and close the glove box. That way when you're tuning, the glove box door isn't hitting you in the knees and stuff. I think those are the main things that I want to change with the harness. And then on top of that, I just want to clean everything up so that you see less of it and it just looks clean. Because I want to focus on cleaning up this engine bay a lot, so there's not as much going on. It's hard with a turbo vehicle because there's lots of wires, there's lots of plumbing, so there is just a lot going on, but you can still make it look good. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to get done today. I have a lot of research to do on what I want to do to proceed. So I think that's where I'm going to end this video. Next video, I will be making the harness, or starting to make the harness. So yeah, if you're interested in learning how to wire your car, your engine harness, this can convert over to different standalones, not just the Mega Squirt, but this will be obviously a Mega Squirt specific. And especially for you H6 swap guys who want to do the standalone and you want to learn a little bit, then this will be a good series to watch. So if you haven't yet, subscribe so you can keep up with my videos, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.